Today in class 6 chemistry, we will start with the comparison between solid liquid gases, and also the experiment by which we can show that smaller particle take space between the larger particle, and also the expansion and contraction, the general idea about that. So let's start with the comparison between solid liquid and gases.
So today we will discuss about the differentiation between solid, liquid and gases. So first starts with the characteristics, that is in case of solid the arrangement of molecules are tightly packed, in case of liquid that is loosely packed, in case of gases that is very loosely packed. Intermolecular distance, if we see, that in solid it is very small, in case of liquid more than in solid, and in gases more than in liquid. Intermolecular force, that is in case of solid it is very strong, in case of liquid it is weak, and in case of gas it is very weak. Shape, it is solids are always with definite shape, and liquid no definite shape, it takes the shape of the container where it is poured in, and in case of gases also no definite shape, it takes the shape of the container. In case of solid it is with definite volume, in case of liquid it is with definite volume also, and in case of gas no definite volume, it fills the volume of the container. In case of solid it cannot flow, in case of liquid flows from a higher level to lower level, and in case of gas that flows in all direction. Diffusion, if we see, does not occur in case of solid. In case of liquid it can occur easily and slowly, and in case of gas can occur very easily and quickly. If we see the cohesive force, that is the force of attraction between the molecules of the same substances, is known as cohesive force. In case of solid it is very strong cohesive force, that molecules in solid are arranged in fixed position, the solids have definite shape and volume. In case of liquid, less cohesive force, that is molecule in liquid are arranged very close to one another due to the presence of cohesive force. Liquid have definite volume, they do not have fixed shape and take the shape of the container they are poured into, because the molecule in liquid undergo random motion always. In case of gases, negligible cohesive force, so the molecules in gases move in all possible direction, thus gases neither have fixed shape nor fixed volume. In case of compressibility, if we see that solid cannot be compressed, or very less free space between them in case of molecule of solid. In case of liquid, that is can be compressed to a small extent, and more free space between the molecule of liquid as compared to solid. And in case of that is gases, that is highly compressible, lot of free space between the molecules of gases. And another topic is that is a Brownian movement. If we see, that is the random motion that molecules experience, is known as Brownian motion, and first observed by scientist Robert Brown. And in case of solid, negligible molecular motion. In case of liquid, visible Brownian molecular motion. In case of gases, that is free and random Brownian molecular motion is there. Now if we see that one activity is there, that is activity to understand the intermolecular space. If we see properly, that intermolecular space between the molecular particle of solid, that smaller particle occupies space between the bigger particle. So here if we take two plastic beaker, sugar, pebbles, sand and glass balls. So if we see the procedure, that at first we have to take two clean plastic beaker and container, and you will add some pebble in one beaker and glass ball in other beaker. Now if we add sugar to the beaker containing pebbles and sand to the beaker containing glass in ball, you observe that the smaller particle, that is sugar and sand, occupies space between the larger particle between the pebbles and glass ball. Also more amount of sand is required to fill the beaker of the glass ball than the amount of sugar required to fill the beaker with pebbles, as sand particle are small in size and compared to the sugar particle they can fill up every intermolecular space. Now move on to the another topic, if we see, and that is starts with the expansion and contraction. So already we know that it is so much problematic for solid, that is it cannot expand too much and increase in size on heating. Actually, during heating the particles of the substance move apart and become loosely arranged. This kind of change is known as expansion, whereas substance can decrease in size on cooling during the during this particle substance move closer and become tightly packed. This kind of change is known as contraction. So next day we will start with the this differentiation with this topic, expansion and contraction. So today up to that, next we will start with another topic. So thank you for that.